at least language-wise, cultural-wise, we share the same common roots. It is not about, because the problem is, if you look at Telangana, just because of a dialect difference, if you create a lot of disharmony amongst the state in two regions, a sub-regional issue, can you imagine if you ignore it today, as if it is not existing? And everyone in India feels somewhere, every South Indian feels that we've been neglected. We're not given our due share. I think if we don't address this, if no one corrects it, no one talks about it, we are ignoring an issue, it is a problem. It will turn it into crisis. And if it is crisis, then it will go into a disaster, I think, which is not right for all of us. It is better be open about it and let's talk about it and let us correct the issue. That's all my contention is. What's that? Definitely South India should have a greater say in the development of India. Not just a bunch of UPMPs, not necessarily. South India should have a better say in Indian politics, which is missing today. Do you think what I'm speaking to, do you feel that way? Because here I'm speaking for the people, sir. Nothing to do. No party can buy me. No party can influence me. Not even a single leader can influence me. It is my heart and it is people who influence me, sir. Sir?
Are you rallying on the basis of your Kapu vote bank share, which happens to be the largest voting population?
If you notice, no, I don't believe in caste. One of my fundamental principles of my party is caste unification, not caste segregation. Though I belong to a partly backward caste and partly forward caste, I never believed in that. So I never believe in a caste, because that's the problem here. Each political party will do caste politics just to make sure. Because if you notice that all the AP political parties are caste-based, and that's the reason why I didn't contest, to make sure it is easy to perform in action than saying it in words. That's the reason to caste unification. That's what I did in 2014, and I never believe in caste politics.
But your brother had used it.
Yeah, let me take that question, sir. Telangana election, yeah. See, I have a dilemma there, because I have a greater following, very great following in Telangana, and in fact we gained around 18% vote in Telangana in 2009, and still we have a great support. My contemplation is all about, they wanted a separate statehood for their self-respect at this juncture. So that has to subside. They have to inculcate that kind of confidence in them that none is going to shatter their statehood, the self-represented statehood dream. So 2019, I was supposed to contest along with Andhra Pradesh. I was about to contest between 19 to 23 seats in assembly seats in Telangana. But as they preponed the elections, as we are not prepared, we are prepared only to 2019 May. Not for 2018 December. So for that reason, we opted out not to contest. And we will be contesting for parliamentary segments. That part we will, because I'm going to, my team members my party leaders are talking about it. And because this time, shall we leave it to their conscience or shall we get into it? Still, we are assessing the situation.
There is a criticism.
You know, sir? Sir, because it would be unfair, because I don't have a greater, full of major clarity. But one thing I can pick up from Pollachi or that part of, I think from youth is, they wanted our government, our state government, to keep up the Siyam Maryada and Siyam Maryada. Siyam.
Self-respect.
Suya Maryada. And Suya Maryada is needed for us. That's what I said, our government is not doing, and because they don't want our state leadership to surrender to center. This is what the Tamil Nadu youth whom I had met in Pollachi, that's what their expression was. Yeah, I think our leaders should be like that.
There is a criticism on the idea of propagating Dravida Nadu kind of things, because in these times, people are ready to retain their identities. The best example is Jallikattu movement. So, you think, can you sell the same idea again from...
No, you have to understand, all over the world, The identity politics are on rise. Even for example, Brexit. In 2011 or somewhere in 2009, I was in Spain, Catalonia, Barcelona, when a group of people said, one of our drivers said, one day we're going to, a million people will come out on the roads and will declare ourselves as an independent country. And which eventually happened in a course of 4 to 5 years. So let us not ignore the cultural identity and these identity movements. Let us not ignore it. When you look at an identity movement, there must be some problem. It will boil down to economic prosperity and employment generation. These would be the issues. So for me, it is not about Dravida Nadu as a country. For me, the culture of Dravida culture should be protected. It is not about announcing it as a separate country. For me, the culture of Dravida should be protected, which is very essential. This is a part of India. This is a part of Bharat. So we should not ignore it, and which has been getting ignored. That's
Pawan, could you just elaborate on the saying that you have to bring smaller parties? Would you be able to elaborate as to...
So, sir, I personally feel...
Let me finish.
Yeah.
I'm trying, have you identified some of the smaller parties which share a kind of same agenda, what you are thinking?
See, today
the second part is, you said you are going to started meeting people. The press is one, and whom are all you meeting as you go to all the...
In due course, not today, because once we finish all our meetings in all the states when we approach, then slowly would like to meet. Because today I'm initiating, I'm executing an idea, I'm delivering an idea, whoever gets attracted to it, and who understands, who aligns with that, and slowly we'll talk about it. We'll explore the intricacies of it, and then accordingly we'll go. So it's a very quite organic. So it's not overnight. It's going to build consensus. Slowly we'll understand each other, and that's what the purpose is. No, when I'm talking about it, it's not about 2019 elections alone, sir. It's not about 2019 elections. In the lot of years to come, we have to work together. It's not just about one election. It's not about one election. A lot of like-minded people would eventually come, without a doubt. சார் நீங்கள் கேமரா வச்சுட்டு பேசுகிறீங்க எனக்கு தெரியல கொஞ்சம் தாராளமாக சொல்லணும் எப்படி சொல்லணும் பெருசாக கேன் சே இட் லவுட்லி
அதாவது வருகின்ற தேர்தலில் நீங்கள் உங்களோட ஜனசக்தி பார்ட்டி சார்பாக ஏதாவது வேட்பாளர் நிறுத்தி வைக்க போகிறீங்களா இல்லை மொத்தமாக டோட்டல் டீமு இறக்கி மொத்தம் எல்லா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்லையும் அது தட் மீன்ஸ் எல்லா அசம்பிளி சீட்ஸ்லையும் நிற்க வச்சு போட்டியிட போகிறீங்களா சார்?
இன் ஏபி?
எஸ் சார்.
எஸ் சார், we going to contest in all the places.
ஓகே சார், அதோட எங்களை வாழ்த்துக்களையும் தெரிவிச்சுக்கிறேன் சார் முதல்ல.
தேங்க்யூ சார். On Tamil Nadu politics, what is my opinion? See, what I would suggest is, or what I would like to share, because it's very difficult to figure. They are quite seniors to me. They're quite.
Are you ready to participate in Tamil Nadu?
Sorry.
Are you willing to?
No, there are two different questions, sir. He's saying something else. நான் தயாராக இருக்கிறேன். See, if it is needed, definitely I will do it. But அது தேவைப்பட்டுதான் கண்டிப்பாக பண்ண முடியும். But when it is not needed, it is more for an ideological connection than because there are enough political groups are here, enough political kachis are here, and there is no need to come and because here my intention is not to promote myself, but I want to promote the harmony of the combined, the collective benefit of the southern part. That's what I'm looking at. நீங்கள் சொல்லுங்கள் சார். ஐ திங்க் ஒரு நிமிஷம் சார்.
அன்டிவைஸ் சென்னை ப்ரொவின்ஸில் வந்து திராவிடத்தை பற்றி ரொம்ப அதிகமான இயக்கம் வந்து பிரபலம் அடைஞ்சு இன்னைக்கு தமிழ்நாட்டில் திராவிட கல்ச்சர் தான் இருக்குது, திராவிட கட்சிகள் தான் இருக்குது. ஆனால் ஆந்திராவிலேயோ கேரளாவிலேயோ கர்நாடகாவிலேயோ அந்த மாதிரி தாக்கம் வரல. அந்த மாதிரி தாக்கத்தை நீங்கள் ஆந்திராவில் மற்ற ஸ்டேட்டில் கொண்டாடுறீங்களா?
ரீஜனல் diversity வேணும். I mean regional diversity you have to respect, sir. At the same time regional identity, இது நம்ம நாடு, நம்ம கல்ச்சர். ஆந்திரா கல்ச்சர் இஸ் அ பார்ட் ஆஃப் திராவிடியன் கல்ச்சர். அதுக்கு செப்பரேட்டாக தனியாக திராவிடன் பேர் வைக்க தேவையில்லை. பட் கல்ச்சரல் ஐடென்டிட்டி இஸ் எனஃப். தட்ஸ் வாட்
ஐடென்டிட்டி திராவிடம். தமிழ்நாட்டில் திராவிடன் பேரை வச்சு அதையே முன்னெடுத்துட்டு போகிறாங்க. ஏன் நீங்கள் அந்த மாதிரி மற்ற ஸ்டேட்டில் கொண்டு போகணும்? ஏன்னா இந்த தமிழ்நாட்டில் அந்த மற்ற தமிழ் இயக்கங்கள் கேட்குது, மற்ற ஸ்டேட்டில் அந்த மாதிரி கிடையாது. இந்த ஸ்டேட்டில் மட்டும் ஏன் அந்த மாதிரி திராவிடம் பேர் வச்சுட்டு தமிழ் என்ற அந்த பேரை நீங்கள் ரெண்டாவது தரமாக கொண்டாடுறீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஏன்னா கர்நாடகாவிலையோ ஆந்திராவிலையோ இல்லை தெலுங்கானாவிலையோ இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு
here it has become இங்கே ஒரு கட்சி மூவ்மெண்ட் ஆச்சு சார். இங்கே ஒரு பொலிட்டிக்கல் மூவ்மெண்ட் ஆச்சு. For me it is a social movement. It is a social கட்சி social movement has become a political movement, right? நமக்கு என்னன்னா each our நம்ம லாங்குவேஜ், நம்ம பேச்சு பேசுறது, ரைட்டிங், கல்ச்சர், everything is a part of Dravid culture. So that's how we look at it. And eventually what we